Hey guys, I'm fixing to make a shooting video. I recently just purchased this clear Ballistics 10% Ballistic Gel. It's a 6" by 6" and the length of the block is 20 inches. So this is my first time shooting in the Ballistics Gel. I've got some Hornady American Whitetail 223 ammo here. It is, I believe it's 60 grain interlock. So anyways, I'm fixing to shoot this block of Ballistics Gel. So the Ballistics Gel, it was pretty expensive. I just bought the one block. So behind it, I have just a bunch of pieces of cardboard stuck in a box. So I'm thinking the bullet will go all the way through that. And then I'm wondering how much of that cardboard, it may go through all the cardboard, I'm not sure. And I'm gonna try to shoot just a little, maybe a little off to the side. And then depending on what it looks like, I may try to shoot over there with a different bullet. But we'll try the Hornady American Whitetail first. If it blows it up, I may not be able to get 2 shots into it. And my target's probably about 12 yards or so. I'm going to be shooting a Ruger American Ranch rifle. I believe it's a 16-inch barrel. And get an idea of the muzzle velocity of this round. Get a look at my rifle here. You've probably seen it on some of my other videos. Shot a few coyotes with that gun. So the first thing I find interesting is I had this, I had it propped up on a 1x6 there. I've got a couple of 4x4s underneath. For some reason it broke that piece of wood. I don't know if there was a weak spot or a knot in there, or if it just broke it, but I'm kind of surprised that it did that. We'll take a look at how that was set up after we look at the gel there, but it looks like that bullet did not penetrate all the way through there. So I've got a tape measure. I'm gonna measure it and we'll see how deep of penetration we got. So I have the tape measure on there. It looks like, well, this is about directly over it, almost 13.5 inches, probably 13.25 inches of penetration there. For some reason I expected that bullet to go all the way through that block, but it didn't. It looks like maybe at the widest spot, that cavity's probably about, I'm thinking about 1.5 1.25 inches. Starts maybe around 1 inch there and 1 inch there. So that's interesting to me. Again, I expected it to shoot all the way through that. So again, I had it on a 1x6, and it looks like it just broke that board. There is a knot right there, but man, I guess that's just quite a bit of energy dump. That block absorbed all the energy and transferred it into this piece of wood right here. That's interesting. Well, since I have, I guess, more room to shoot, I think I'm gonna shoot Winchester Deer Season XP 64 grain. I think I'll probably shoot into this end right here, see what happens on it, but I'm almost thinking it's probably not gonna go all the way through either, but we'll see. All right, so I put that tarp down to try to keep my block from getting dirty, but you can see it did hit the edge of the grass, but it looks like my 1x6 is still intact. It did split it though. So I'm thinking I may need the 4x4s closer together underneath to help support that, but again, I guess it's just absorbing all the energy from that round. Somehow that board is catching all that energy. So here's what the block looks like. Again, that's the cavity left by the Winchester going through. Stopped about right there. And then this was the Hornady American Whitetail, went through, stopped right there. A couple other little slivers of copper just past where that main slug lodged. But I don't know, just by eyeballing it, it looks like the results are pretty similar. Let me get the tape measure out and see how far it penetrated. And the results are very similar. About 13 inches of penetration. And these are, I think I measured 4 inches earlier, but if I start right there and go to there, this is the Hornady American Whitetail. I got 5 inches, and it actually, I don't know if you'd count that or not, but a little bit wider spot there past that. And the Winchester is approximately 5 inches. And then about 1 3/8 inch to expand. I would say Hornady took just a little bit longer, maybe about 1.5, but I think that's pretty negligible. It's about 1.5 there too, really. Maybe a little bit of quicker expansion, but I feel like the results are really about the same. I did last year, I shot a deer with the Winchester Deer Season XP, and it was just a yearling, but I did get a little bit of a pass through on it. And I can see from this that I feel like the Hornady American Whitetail would perform about the same. So either one of them, as far as shooting a 223, would probably be sufficient.